as previously said, we just reiterate our position na nakita po ng prosecution may prima facie evidence with reasonable certainty of conviction to charge the Vice President with grave threats. That's 3 counts of grave threats, as previously mentioned, and we're just doing our part in the prosecution to fulfill our mandate na pag nakita po namin that the evidence is sufficient to proceed to trial, we file it, and then we prosecute it. So yun po yung nangyari ngayon today, because the first setting in court, no, in RTC. So as to the ano po nangyari, well, we'll let the judicial process take go on. Okay, we will not rather comment on the merits of the case for now.
Ano po susunod na nangyayari?
Well, depende pa po yan sa ano yung schedule ng judge, no, ng court. Right now, what we know is that nag-file nga po kami. Okay, and so I think consistent naman po kami saying that there's prima facie evidence with reasonable certainty of conviction to charge the Vice President. For grave threats po yung kaso. So, yun po, tinutuloy po namin yung kaso, mandato po ng prosecution na kung nakita po namin ng ebidensya to file if the circumstances show that they satisfy the elements of the crime, that being grave threats, kakaso, we will proceed with it.
Sir,
so yun po ngayon.
Attorney, bakit po walang double jeopardy considering po na may impeachment hearing din po sa Senate?
Okay, so again, without going into the merits of the case, no, the prosecution, of course, in filing it, believes that impeachment and the criminal proceeding are 2 different and distinct proceedings. They run on separate tracks towards separate purposes and towards separate ends. Magkaiba po yan. Hindi po ibig sabihin na dahil may impeachment proceeding na nagaganap, hindi na po pwede maganap ang criminal proceeding. Kaya po namin sinampahan ang Vice President. Kaya po sinampahan ng prosecution ang Vice President.